That's the flail mower. Not much of a edge left, but still does a great job out here in the buckwheat. I've decided to terminate it. Partly, it's all going to seed. The flowers are nearing completion. The part that I had reseeded just earlier this week has not come up yet. It was supposed to be planted 2 weeks ago, which means it probably would have sprouted, and been thinking about getting some first flowers out, and the continuing buckwheat trial would have worked. But I'm also seeing some stress here on the plants, particularly in this area where it was really low. We haven't had rain in like 3 weeks, so it is really hard and dry, and it's just like things are starting to suffer. And I think these plants are seeing that now. So I'm going to terminate this. I think I'm going to leave this part and take this part down. I need to do some quick math and figure out how much space this is, because we're getting some strawberry plugs, at least I think so, this next weekend. So we're going to try to get some strawberries in the ground here. Fall planted plugs is new to us. We haven't done that before, and we want to do it. So I asked for 2,000 from a larger grower across the state, and he said he's pretty sure he could get me that. So I'm going to try to squeeze in a couple thousand plants where this buckwheat was, because all the other stuff is corn ground and there's residual herbicide replant intervals, so I don't want to put it there. This, meanwhile, has been buckwheat all season long, and this is second pass at buckwheat, so it's been cover cropped, and I think I should be able to incorporate this rather quickly, which is why I'm flail mowing it today. So I'll flail mow it today, let it dry out real good, or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just get in here with a rototiller and bury that green residue and capture what little bit of moisture it's got. I don't know. We'll see when he gives me the green light. He was trying to finish up planting and let me know how many he's got extra, basically. And so we'll see how many we get, and see how quickly I can flip this field from buckwheat into strawberries. Hopefully not shoot myself in the foot from a weed pressure standpoint like I did in my cover crop field earlier this season. I think we'll be okay though, because it's pretty clean in here, and this buckwheat is trampling down, shredding down quite nicely. That is the nice thing about this flail mower, also called a shredder. Takes this full grown buckwheat stock, takes it down into this, just little fragments. The flail mower is set at like 4 inches high, so it leaves quite a bit of stubble because we have some rocks in our fields and we do ditch banks and stuff, so, and it's not real easy to adjust. But I think this is mulching it down quite well, and will rototill really easy. This is really sandy over here anyways, so I think we'll put this buckwheat in without too much issue, and then I can get it tilled up and laid plastic and get some strawberries in the ground here. So that's exciting. Buckwheat is still in flower, so that's why I want to try to leave a little bit of a sliver, you know, benefit the bees. Shoot myself in the foot next year with a bunch of buckwheat seed, but I'm not too scared of buckwheat because it's fairly easy to kill. Not too bad to pull. I don't know. I don't hate buckwheat. There's a lot of other worse things that could be growing like this. Like that cornfield over there that I just chopped down. It was like all that. It now looks like a golf course, but just doing what we can out here farming. This is the field that I seeded down the other day. Still no rain in the forecast, still moon dust out here, so I'm not really expecting much to come up in the near future, but we're doing what we can with the weather that we got, trying to stick as close to the schedule as we can despite the weather, even though it's not ideal. Oftentimes this time of year the dews are getting really heavy, so that is actually like a considerable amount of moisture that we're kind of counting on to keep the corn getting ripe and maybe some seeds to germinate. Sometimes nature surprises you like that. So we'll take what we can get. I don't have a way to like irrigate all of this and like really jumpstart the seed. So at least not this year. So just doing what we can and having fun doing it. So getting some strawberries in the ground soon. Catch you later.